Okay. Now it's working. And can you hear me now? Yay! Okay, cool. For whatever reason, sometimes it literally just gets rid of my mic and I had to like completely delete my VMagic Mirror input sources and replace them, even though they were the same thing.
That's not being honest. That's just plain stupid.
Aha. So, I don't think the next banner comes out till tomorrow, so I'm going to just be doing dailies and stuff until then. I do have a couple of quests that I'm working on that I might also work on today. Dandelion wine, that's from Mondstadt. I'll give you dandelions. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I forgot he did this. If I run out of dandelions, you might have to make another run. Okay. Let me check my peeps on their expeditions.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Oh. Straight to the heart. Ooh, which teleporter should I use for that? This one's up high-ish. Excuse me. Watch me be going the wrong way. I am going the wrong way. How am I doing today? I'm tired. How about you? That's all I can say so far is I'm tired. You're also a bit tired. Makes sense. Um. I had a quite busy day on Sunday. And yesterday too. Um, But I've also just been really tired lately in general, and I don't totally know why. But I just want to sleep all the time. Oh, I didn't need to climb that. Wait. Oh. No.
Born of ice and frost.
Solidify!
Speed of light.
Okay, got him.
Incoming.
Cool beans. I'll go to this one. And I will run with Zhongli.
Gather!
Of course,
Access
there's
denied.
Fatui here. Up to their no good schemes.
Speed of light. Hey!
Loneliness of death.
Healthy body, healthy mind. Incoming. Yeah.
That was a chest?
You give, you receive.
How did I not get that before? No honor among thieves. That's not the hilly trail thing.
Next on the agenda.
Why hit rocks? Yeah.
Stabilize!
To break down their shields.
This is order!
Everybody stand back! Nowhere to hide. Don't blink.
Where'd he go?
Speed of light. Hey! Cut to the chase. No touching.
Order guide you! Gather!
We are breaking your shield again.
Born of ice and frost.
He was the last
Next on the
one.
agenda.
There's nothing in their little tent thingy I want. Nope. do want the pine cones, though. Let's do that treasure hoarder thingy. Excuse me. Where is it? Well. Looks like I lost it. Oh. Thank you. Oops. Ooh, I'm defending one of these things again. Alright.
No touching. All hail. Born of ice
Thanks,
and frost.
Xander.
Come on, focus.
Bruh. Oh, I missed. Where's the last one? Oh, did I do them all? I guess I must have done them all.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Okay. Oh yeah, we have 6.5 hours left on this. I will buy this. I'm gonna see if I can open the next banner with a 10 pull. And wait, do I have any normal ones? No, I don't.
It's so nice to de-stress.
Let me go to that quest. Okay. Nope. Dang it. I don't feel like running all the way down. I don't know a quicker way there. But it's fine. Maybe it's this way. Yeah. Okay. And the theater's up here.
We're way behind schedule.
Okay. I need to talk to
Hey there.
Rikar.
I saw you two helping Nilu move some stuff. Are you two also here for the celebration event?
You got it!
My name is Rikar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with some other tasks like housekeeping. The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you. They always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event. Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great care of them. There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilu and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Aw.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident.
Aw.
Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
Look! Nilu's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start. Sorry for the
You
wait.
saved up
Preparations for the
30.
celebration are finally done.
Yeah, I hope you have good luck. Are you gonna be pulling for Skirk too?
I'll call everyone over, and then we can start. Let us give you a hand. Thank you.
I love Nilu. Yeah. Awesome.
Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could
I think
also
I've
be a
wished
part
on
of
the banner
exchange.
enough that I probably should get her. But we'll see. I lost the 50-50 last time.
As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job, and who would even like it?
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. And besides, you've never attended a
Thank you.
celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will love you.
If you get her, you gotta come to my world and show her off.
I'm still not really sure about this.
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance. There aren't any scary people here, right?
Right.
Huh. Alright. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all.
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet. What should I say?
Take it easy and relax. Deep breath, in and out. Once you've taken a long exhale, calmly tell everyone what you want to say. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have gone to waste.
Using it as a gift, though? It really isn't that good.
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present.
Aw.
Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this community.
Hey, it'll be good.
But it looks like Nilu's trying to ease her through. Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
Aw.
We're gonna get our first present for Miss Inaya!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become. You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this!
Is Mr. Zubair here? Sheikh Zubair,
Sharif.
this is an urgent notice from the Academia. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
Why?
What a condescending guy.
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it.
Oh, just because it's not for study?
As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which you will report to the Academia for further punishment.
I don't understand why the theater is a violation.
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked. And now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish this place? The Academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances by only putting on shows they consider to be sufficiently intellectual.
Of course.
But our audience isn't the Academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods. Yeah, the theater is very important to each and every one of us. The way they're doing things is so scummy. But I also don't know how we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will, the answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
Oof.
What academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the Academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more time on pointless arguments. Wrap everything up, and make preparations to shut down at once.
No.
Ah. Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow. The storms that come out of the blue are always the hardest to deal with.
Yep, I would agree. Talk with Nilu about the situation.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
How could you?
There's no need to apologize, Nilu. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the food.
Right?
Is what that guy said true? The academia has already given you many warnings? Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being meaningless. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater. After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them. I never expected it to blow up like this. If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the academia, right? Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight. That's true. I'll try to think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer in a perpetual state of fear and uncertainty. What to do? What to do? Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows somewhere else? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out. That also doesn't sound like it'll work. A debate?
Ooh, debate.
Huh. Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case? Oh! If we can prove to Inaya's father that the academia's position doesn't hold water, then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater! I see.
And if they lose in a
Defeating him in
debate,
a debate.
they might have to step down.
It's a good idea, but which one of us could hope to win against a researcher? Huh? Me?
What?
No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
Well, you have probably the best points to reason with as for the theater's value.
Nilu, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater. This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable, but I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility? Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself. Thanks, you two. All right, I've decided. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for everyone's sake. That's our Nilu. We're rooting for you.
I wonder why Paimon doesn't have an Akasha.
Okay, let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
I just noticed that. Okay, gather everybody and get the situation straight.
Trying to best the academia in a debate is attempting the impossible. If you really want to try, I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get any worse.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilu's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of frankness is exactly what they lack the most. Things might turn out differently from what you expect.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright will turn down a compelling underdog story.
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to reality. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilu. If you need my help, just say the word. Anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I agree.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the academia that we have some fight in us.
Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with. He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. It'll be extremely difficult to beat him in a debate. You all already knew that. But you just didn't want to hurt Nilu's feelings. When all's said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
That's enough, Inaya.
Sorry, I've ruined the mood. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilu shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible goal.
Ooh. Success does come from hard work.
Way too early to give up.
And it's possible.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response, but I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard. Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets. I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense feelings of anger and regret.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told, I'm still not really confident in myself. But since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts and let them be known to all during the debate. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father. But what about the entire theater combined? Then we should have a chance, right?
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilu.
Beat the bad guy! Justice will prevail!
Make him eat dirt!
You two. We aren't getting into a fight, but thank you for your encouraging words. I'll do my best. Well said back there, Nilu. I felt that I might have said a bit too much.
I like that
Anyway,
emote.
we better start preparing now. First, let's see what everyone thinks about the situation. All right, time to pull everyone's thoughts.
When the day comes, I'll get my friends and the theater's customers to come and support Nilu. If anything goes wrong, I'll have them scream and shout and drown out whatever Sharif says. I can't do that? Fine, I'll think of something else.
Against the rules.
I didn't expect you all to challenge the academia. That reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I was always charging into the most dangerous of places. I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some of the best times of my life.
Sorry. If the theater really ends up getting demolished, then you, Sorin, and Abi will all...
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Even if the building gets demolished, its people will still all be here. Have faith in the resilience of an adventurer. We can always figure something out.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end? It'd be like when you were forced to stop adventuring.
Ah, so that's what you were worrying about. Relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful at first, but as they say, time heals all wounds. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene has also just passed his theater exam. He can start acting soon. He was thrilled because he can soon perform on the same stage as you. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Serene have become a happier person? That's hard to say.
Are you trying to make us feel better?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that it was a blessing in disguise for Serene and Abi. Similarly, even if this theater disappears, a new beginning might just be around the corner. Good and bad are all human-made concepts. It all depends on how we choose to see things.
You have a point.
Nilu, I know how important Zubair Theater is to you. But you don't have to be so nervous. We're all here with you. The theater won't go down so easily.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery. You might have what it takes to become an excellent adventurer.
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up. I can't waste everyone's words of encouragement. I feel a lot better.
Good. My children and I will be cheering you on at the debate.
Good. Who else?
Mr.
Do I have to
Zubair,
go around
we're
to
trying to put
everybody?
together a list of arguments that might be useful. Any ideas?
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong, and they know it. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure and obtained every permit. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard the rules altogether.
Right.
Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us. If I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty as a manager. In summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. At least for now, they don't have the authority to demolish the theater.
That's a fair piece of evidence.
As long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it, you'll gain an advantage.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations like this before. The academia sure likes to get its nose into everyone's business.
Seems so.
While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare the theater for the potential aftermath. It's best to prepare for the worst outcome. Once you're done chatting, do me a favor and tell our customers that we're canceling all of our shows.
Oh. No.
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform.
Oh, that's
I
fair.
have to consider both our staff and our customers. This is the only way. Nilu, you are incredible. With your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were still the first to take a stand.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place, and I want to keep dancing here. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her. Do your best. We'll do all that we can.
Like her mom.
Leave the rest to fate.
Her? My teacher. She was an excellent dancer.
Ah.
But she's retired now. If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
Oh, wait. Theater members? So, Kurash
If you
wasn't
lie on
one?
the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
I'm gonna guess that. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that Nadia
I've
is one.
gained a whole new level of respect for you. Inaya was right. It's true that I couldn't bear to bring down Nilu. It wasn't out of pity or anything, though. I just felt like I didn't have the right to say anything. After all, Nilu was the one who bravely stepped up and proposed to fight back. I didn't have that kind of courage or initiative. I'd be a terrible person if I spoke badly of Nilu without doing anything to help. She knows better than any of us how difficult this path will be.
Ah, she's still not one? Come on. It is him.
Really want to talk to.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think, I was just about to put forward a suggestion.
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
Although, I know not if you have a new answer to my previous question. Now seems like an appropriate time to revisit it. What do you think is the meaning of art?
Oh, this again. We
Paimon,
probably do need
shut
to
it.
tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the arts. I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that when my performance makes the audience happy, I also become very happy. Does that count as a meaning? You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilu. This guy's ramblings never make any sense.
No, no. Nilu's answer far surpasses yours, and it is close to my own. The meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience. In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the minds of its audience. This is something that the academia can never understand. I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge. However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I began to question what it truly meant for art to be understood at all. I knew that the most sophisticated works are often the least appreciated, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of Nilu's performances.
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage basked in the love of their audience, while those in the house immersed themselves in the wondrous ambiance. In all honesty, from a purely critical point of view, the performances here are exceedingly average.
Hey, don't say something like that.
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they captivated their whole audience. They captivated even me. I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I truly wanted. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater, for this is where I can finally find what I seek. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky.
Oh,
Whether it be
Studio Ghibli
inspiring
reference.
or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others to confer value.
I love that movie.
If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way, Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change our shows for a similar reason. To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care not for where my feet may take me next, but Nilu, you need to remember one thing. You already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare gift that should never be taken for granted. You cannot give it up, not even to the Academia.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Mr. Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes of those scholars.
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater. Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually a big softie at heart.
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
No, no.
He's been worried sick
it's
for
not.
a while now. He wouldn't stop.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the academia?
Yes.
Yeah.
He told us that we have to shut
An
down
asshole.
the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the Academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the Academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full
Hope.
support. No doubt about that.
We have some hope.
Mine too. So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Sadly.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
right?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
My gosh.
Exactly. They want to look down
Yes,
on
they
us?
need to touch grass.
We'll
Keep their
look down
noses
on
out of
them
their books.
first.
Or actually, rather, their asses out of their
Don't worry.
books.
Everyone here has your back. The Academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
Xander! Xander! What are your thoughts?
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone can equally appreciate art. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got them beat on this subject.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Ooh.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe that's something I should do.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things your way. No matter what, we will always support you.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during a debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar will be at your beck and call.
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts. Sounds good. Inaya. Abby, have you seen Miss Inaya? No, Miss Nilu. Miss Inaya isn't back yet.
Ooh.
Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time? Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Traveler, Paimon, I think I messed up big time. What if Inaya never planned to come back? What? It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for what happened.
I'm also on Nilu's side. I think this is
She probably thinks that all
pretty
of this
awful
happened because she was
politics
staying
on the
here.
academia's side.
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeting her. So she's felt like that this whole time.
And it's targeting an organization for a personal problem.
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she ran away from home. She doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us. So she thought leaving was the best thing to do. And then she just quietly left afterward. Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. How will you know if you don't try? Anyway, first things first. We have to get her back. But where should we start? Sumeru is huge! I think I might know. Let's start by looking outside the city. Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. She got a fever from drinking unclean water, so I carried her back.
Aw.
If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater, she might go back and strike out on her own again. Then let's go take a look.
Oh
Yes,
boy.
Let's
Okay.
hurry.
Yeah, we gotta talk to her. Okay. She's outside the city? Alright. Might find her if I go this way. Oh, look at that cute kid. I should be using Zhongli. Oh, she's up further. Bruh. Okay. Where are the stairs? Where are you, girly? There's a teleporter there. For real. Is she up higher still? Oh. That's the wrong quest thingy.
said
Yep.
that someone had stayed here very recently.
Very silly me.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not.
Yeah, that could have been anybody.
Let's take a look around first.
Oh.
Did you hear that? I heard it too. Let's investigate. It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Oh.
Yes, we're almost there.
Stay back!
It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals! Inaya, don't be scared! We're coming to help!
Her movements are pretty.
Incoming!
Access denied.
With all my strength!
Thank you.
Hi! How are you, Divergence?
There weren't so many big animals in this area before. Sorry. I'm causing trouble for you again.
Why did you leave by yourself? You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No. I just thought it would take too much effort. Everything happened because of me.
Yeah! Everyone's working together towards a happier ending! No one should be singled out for blame!
It's all right if it's me. As long as the theater won't get demolished.
You don't know if
guys
it's you,
are
though.
the kindest people I've ever met. You shouldn't suffer so much because of me.
Listen to me, Inaya.
I'm good. I've been a bit tired, but I'm waking up a bit now.
Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as
I'm
one.
kind of munching too, so don't mind me.
Nilu, there will always be a victim. Whether it's me or the theater. You can't eat your cake and have it too.
Yeah, you can.
You can't win a debate against the academia. Especially since your opponent will be my father. My father is an extremely demanding man. He's always wanted me to become an exceptional researcher and his academic successor. I tried my best to meet his expectations and did everything I could. But he still wasn't satisfied. Or rather, he had just never been satisfied with me. I'm no genius.
It's because your father's an
Whenever
asshole.
he berated me, it was always as if he was asking me, why aren't you a genius? Yeah, like I'd know.
So that's why you ran away from home?
At first, I thought the father would slowly come to terms with reality. But he just wouldn't stop berating me. For one exam, I earned the 3rd highest score. I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off. That I could finally make father feel some modicum of joy.
But he wanted you to have the first.
I even used the embroidery skills I learned at school to make a commemorative gift for him. I thought, even this daughter can make her father happy sometimes. Right?
I see.
You should.
When we were embroidering your gift before,
And it's
I
not
didn't
your
feel
fault,
like
it's
you
your
were new
dad's
at
fault.
it.
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. These are not pleasant memories for me.
Of course
I
not.
was tired of him yelling at me every day. All I wanted was to see him smile at me, but he was more angry than ever before. You think you should be proud of 3rd place? Reflect on why you weren't first. I forgot how long I'd cried for. I only remember my parents arguing. My mother also thought he went overboard. They argued for such a long time. My father eventually stormed out and slammed the door behind him. I've completely given up. We're destined to never understand each other.
How horrible.
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand what kind of place a theater is. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. His life is devoid of camaraderie or friendship.
Because he's an asshole.
He just wants everything to happen according to his wishes. As if the world revolves around him. What we cherish, our little place in this world, means nothing to him.
It sounds like your past has had a huge impact on you. I understand now, Inaya. But when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something quite wise. Maybe it'll help you.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
Will I pull for Skirk? Yes, I will.
The most important thing about an
Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life. But she
I
told
didn't
us that she's
end
very
up
happy to live at the theater now.
lucking out on this banner, so I'm gonna save the rest of my pulls for the next one. Oh.
Although she ran into misfortune, it led her to a
I
new path.
don't know if you saw, but I
She
I
sees
lost
paths as a
the
blessing.
last 50-50 and got D-Luke instead. And
She told me that the most important thing about an experience
I've gotten
is how you
D-Luke
choose
so
to
many
interpret it.
times.
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home, but after you ran away, you ended
Oh,
up at
thank
the
you.
theater and became one of
Hopefully
us.
we pull her. And I will hydrate.
Those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone, and also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new life that you've worked so hard to find.
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
Yeah.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my family conflicts behind. But you're right. All I'm doing now is falling right back into it.
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. You have a new future waiting for you. Don't let go of the answer you've worked so hard to find. That's right. If we put our heads together, there's bound to be a way.
You're right. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not trying to meet his expectations. So why should I give up because of him?
Right.
I can't afford to lose anything more. We have to win. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit.
Let's go. I'll tell my father about the debate. I know him very well. Even if he looks down on us, I know how to make him accept.
You do?
All right, let's go.
Okay. I wonder how that is. Okay. Now, which way to the correct...
Hello, you two.
Ah.
Sleep well?
Not really.
It put me on the other quest.
About today and didn't fall asleep, and what about you, Al-Haytham?
This isn't the same story.
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since
All right.
energy is an important resource.
Well, this is, Al-Haytham and Tainari and us investigating the whole doctor thing and the deification of the balladeer. Okay, that's that story.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Ooh.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again?
Well, he's annoying and attractive.
Our target is
So-
Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So,
Wait, what?
how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Nyargarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration.
Oh. They're not paying enough attention and there are too many people.
When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for Nyargarbaha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Yeah, a little bit.
Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Alright. Now we're back to this quest.
I'm off to meet with him. Please wait here for me.
Okay. Looking forward to your good news. That should be everything. The only thing left to do now is to wait until the debate. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous again. You were great, Nilu! Your words won over Inaya! Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy win! Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave. Even if I won't feel like it. Huh? What's left?
Dude, Nilo, you're brave. You don't have to be the most fearless person.
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a theater? Why would it need to be anything else? Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but what it is.
Exactly. Like what it is to the people.
Let me think. Everyone is free to appreciate art. Inaya really wants to win. Inaya really wants... Mr. Zubair has been meticulous.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Oh. Oh, hey, what?
Ah, got it. When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together.
Spinny,
it
spinny.
connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
Exactly.
A bond? The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani, and enjoyment for the people of the Great Bazaar. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking care of every single one of us, and its story won't end here. In the future, many more people will come to the theater and receive its blessing, and we'll all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same kindness we were shown in the past. Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
Yeah, that makes sense. We definitely felt that warmth during the preparations for the event, but Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate.
That might be his weak point.
Gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved. Let's show him what we got!
Sorry for the wait.
Is it debate time?
I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to accept the debate. And it's set for 2 days from now. Why are you all smiling so much? Did something good happen?
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. Rest easy. It will all turn out well. We have to win. No, we will win, Inaya.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Wait for the debate. I'm going to check and see if there's anything I need to do. Do I need to... I think I need to craft some condensed resin. I'm gonna do that. Oh wait, I'm probably...
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as...
I am close to the crafting table. Gonna craft that so I have it for tomorrow. And then I'll probably end stream here, 'cause I got to eat and get ready for work, sadly.
Every journey has its final day.
But thank you, Xander. Thank you, Divergence. And thank you, anybody else who stuck by and watched today. I hope you guys enjoyed the quest. Oh, I will stretch. Oh, and another hydrate. Okay. Yes, but thank you for sticking by today. And I'm gonna find somebody to read out to. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Literally nobody's live.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Let's see. Let's see.
Wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
You guys probably want to see somebody playing Genshin. Or, hold up.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to hydrate. Bye, Divergence.
Parts are safe for sure.
You know what? Let's raid SR Cross.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
All right.
But where are those who
Thank you guys for sticking around. And I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. Same time. Same thing. Playing Genshin. All right. Bye, guys.
These parts are safe for sure.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.